Chaotic Starfield. Two people are seen deep in discussion. The old man asked, "What's going on here?" Everything was going well in the talks, and then the queen suddenly got upset. The woman beside him shrugged. "Women, you know, huh?" The scene shifts to the throne room. A delicate hand rests on the throne. It belongs to none other than Gu Changge, who had switched identities with Gu Changge some time ago. She muttered to herself, "Chaotic Starfield City, and even the entire Chaotic Starfield territory might now be in my hands." But compared to the vast upper realm, this is just a tiny place, something that could be wiped out with a flick of a finger. I always thought I could control even more. But now, looking back, I, the Chaotic Queen, don't even know how much longer I can hold onto this title. Maybe all of this is just something I'm building for someone else. From the shadows, a voice called out, "What are you muttering to yourself about, little sister?" Gu Changge turned, startled. "Big sis, why are you here? Have you returned to the G family?" Gu Changge stepped forward calmly. "I ran into some issues. That's why I came to find you. It's time for us to switch back our identities." "You're serious, Changge? Haven't we been fine like this all along? Why the sudden change? Did something happen?" "No trouble," she said plainly. "I just want to switch back. With my current standing in the G family, you won't have to live cautiously anymore. And mother has gotten much better." Gu Changge chuckled softly. "I see now. I see. You've come to reclaim your identity because you've completed everything you needed to do, haven't you?" Changge's brows furrowed. "Changge, what do you mean by that?" "What do I mean? I've worked hard to bring order to the entire Chaotic Starfield, ruling over lands that span thousands of miles. I endured everything just to earn the young master's favor. Now, just as his attitude toward me is finally starting to change, you think you can take it all away from me with a few casual words? Do you think the world offers such cheap outcomes?" Gu Changge, "But this is all ultimately a lie. You're not me, and I'm not you either. This deception won't last forever. Have you even considered the consequences we'll face once the truth comes out? So as long as you disappear, sister, there will be no Gu Changge left in this world, only Gu Changge. So that's it. You've been preparing for this all along, planning to kill me and take my place. You've really gone to great lengths, Gu Changge. Do you have no regard for sisterhood at all?" Gu Changge's eyes remained cold as she stepped closer. "I never wanted to activate this array. I never wanted this day to come. But why did you have to barge into my life and try to steal everything I built? Why couldn't you just quietly be Gu Changge? I've lived every day in fear. That young Master Chang might one day realize I'm not the real Gu Changge, just her useless little sister. So tell me, what should I do? I have no way out. You've really disappointed me, far too much." Gu Changge's eyes widened in shock. "How did your strength suddenly improve?" Gu Changge's expression remained cold, a chill settling over her face. "I'll give you one more chance if you stop now," she warned. "But I won't play nice if you continue to push forward." Gu Changge scoffed, a mocking smirk tugging at her lips. "Sister, do you really think this is all I have? This great hall is actually a magical artifact." Gu Changge dashed forward, fierce and unrepentant. "With just that bit of strength, you think you can kill me?" But in the next moment, Gu Changge coughed out blood, her body suspended in the air, being strangled. "No, impossible. What technique is this?" Gu Changge's voice turned cold. "Since you're so unwilling to repent, don't blame me for what comes next." Suddenly, a voice called out from outside. "Changge." Both women froze. That voice. It was him. Gu Changge stepped through the door. "Oh, Changge's little sister is here too." Without thinking, they both greeted at once. "Young master, why are you here?" Gu Changge looked at the two of them, hands casually behind his back. You two sisters seem to have a close relationship. Before Gu Changge could say a word, Gu Changge quickly stepped forward, full of enthusiasm. "Young master, why didn't you tell me you were coming? I would have welcomed you at the city gates myself." Gu Changge gave a faint smile. "If I told you in advance, it wouldn't be a surprise, would it? What's wrong? Did I interrupt something between the two of you?" Gu Changge clung to his arm. "There's nothing going on between us." Gu Changge remained quiet for a moment, then stepped forward. "Changge greets young Master Chang." Gu Changge smiled faintly as his gaze settled quietly on Gu Changge. "So this is the sister you told me about. Now that I see you both together, you really are identical." He chuckled softly. "It's honestly hard to tell the two of you apart. Even if you swapped identities, I doubt anyone would notice." Gu Changge's expression stiffened at that remark, but said nothing. Gu Changge turned slightly. "By the way, Changge, have you heard about the recent commotion in the upper realm?" Gu Changge looked surprised. "Commotion?" He sighed. "I only just got back a few days ago, and already several high-ranking members from major sects have come looking for me, all asking me to keep an eye out for any trace of the demonic technique inheritor." Gu Changge's brows furrowed. "What? That person has shown up again?" Su Changge's eyes widened slightly. Gu Changge nodded. "Yes, the successor of demonic arts. I thought he'd gone into hiding after slipping out of my grasp several times. But it turns out he's resurfaced. He's good at staying hidden. But apparently, he slipped up this time. The successor of War Immortal Manor survived the last encounter and claims to have caught a glimpse of his face." Su Changge silently clenched her fist. Gu Changge blinked, surprised. "So, the successor of demonic arts accidentally revealed his face during an assassination attempt? If that's true, then the War Immortal Manor might be able to track down his real identity soon. And then, young master, you'll be able to eliminate him easily." But just then, a quiet voice echoed inside Su Changge's mind. The soul residing within her whispered coldly, "Don't be foolish. Once your true identity is exposed, there will be no place for you. Now that you two have swapped roles, it's best to stay far away from him. That is the only safe path." She wondered silently. "It is indeed my fault for failing to kill the successor of War Immortal Manor, but I never exposed my face. How could he possibly know what I look like?" The other soul within her sighed, clearly frustrated. "Maybe that man has some kind of divine talent, one that allowed him to glimpse your true appearance. It is your failure nonetheless. His golden cross pupils possess mysterious, unfathomable power." Su Changge had already regained her composure. "What am I to do now? Run away? Hide somewhere? Change my appearance?" The soul replied calmly. "If things truly spiral out of control, go to the Demon Mountain and seek refuge with her. She will take you in." Just then, Gu Changge looked at Gu Changge with a glint of interest, as if remembering something. "Have you given any more thought to the Ji family issue I brought up?" Gu Changge answered without hesitation. "My sister and I would naturally be honored if young master is willing to help us." Su Changge's eyes flickered. "Ji family's issue." Gu Changge turned to her with a faint smile. "Changge told me you two want to take charge of the Ji family. Naturally, I have to offer some support." Gu Changge smiled and nudged her sister. "Sister, shouldn't you quickly thank the young master?" Su Changge's mind raced. "So that's it. The young master intends to take control of the Ji family. It makes sense. The Ji family produced a figure as legendary as a human ancestor. Gu Changge's status is nothing compared to Ji Yaoxing's, and her strength isn't either. In the end, it still has to be me." She then bowed slightly, her voice soft and steady. "Since young Master Changge is willing to help the two of us, Changxian will give her all." Gu Changge smiled in satisfaction. "Good. After all, I'm just an outsider. You two will have to rely on yourselves." She nodded. "Yes." Gu Changxian smiled sweetly, gently holding his hand. "All right then, I'll head downstairs to rest with the young master. Let Changge stay here and take good care of you." Gu Changge chuckled, glancing back at Su Changge. "Changge's been really clingy these days." Then, with a teasing smile, he added, "Humph. Su Changge, do you enjoy swapping identities that much?" Su Changge's eyes trembled. She was on the verge of tears. The soul within her let out a cold, mocking laugh. "For your own sake, I advise you to forget about him. You wouldn't want to be personally slaughtered by him, would you? Huh. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next episode. Bye.